questions continue surrounding whether Ferrari made the right decision by replacing Carlos Sainz with Lewis Hamilton for the 2025 Formula One season, particularly because the seven-time world champion has yet to achieve any brilliant results with the Maranello team. The controversy has now reached the highest levels of Ferrari's hierarchy. Former Ferrari president Luca di Montezemolo has implied he would have retained the Spanish motorist alongside Charles Leclerc, describing them as a very good pairing. His comments represent a significant critique of current Ferrari management decisions from one of the most influential figures in the team's modern history. The Italian executive was instrumental in Ferrari's rise during the early 2000s throughout Michael Schumacher's dominant era. Subsequently, he was responsible for hiring Kimi Räikkönen and Fernando Alonso, giving him credible experience in high-profile motorist recruitment decisions. Speaking to Reuters during the London premiere of his documentary, Luca, Seeing Red, Montezemolo commented on Ferrari's current situation without specifically naming Hamilton or team principal Fred Vasseur. His diplomatic approach reflects the sensitive nature of criticizing current management decisions. Sainz and Leclerc formed a very good pairing, but without doubt, Max Verstappen is by far the best in my opinion. By far, Montezemolo stated, implying that Ferrari's current motorist lineup lacks the championship-winning caliber he believes necessary. The former president's assessment extends beyond individual motorist evaluation to encompass broader organizational decision-making. If tomorrow morning I'm forced to go work at Ferrari, in 1 week, I'll have clarity about who to put in different positions, he declared confidently. This statement suggests Montezemolo believes current Ferrari leadership lacks the decisive clarity required for optimal competitive success. His confidence in rapidly identifying personnel solutions reflects his extensive experience managing championship-winning operations. The criticism gained additional weight through comments from Günther Steiner following Sainz's podium breakthrough at Baku, where the Spanish motorist ended Williams' podium drought while Ferrari finished 8th and 9th. The contrast could not have been more stark or embarrassing. On the Red Flags podcast, former Haas team principal Steiner analyzed the situation and speculated about internal Ferrari sentiment. I think some people in the team regret it, the South Tyrolean responded when discussing Ferrari's motorist change decision. Steiner's insider perspective carries significant credibility given his extensive Formula One team management experience and ongoing paddock relationships. His willingness to publicly discuss internal Ferrari dynamics suggests widespread industry awareness of the situation. I think obviously management can't regret it because you'd be admitting you did something wrong, and you can't do that because I'm sure some of the guys there are regretting it because Ferrari finished 8th and 9th in Baku, Steiner continued, highlighting the organizational tension. The former team principal's analysis identifies the political complexities surrounding high-profile personnel decisions. Management cannot publicly acknowledge mistakes without undermining their credibility and authority within the organization. Carlos Sainz, now at Williams, finished 3rd, so I think the guy feeling best about this is Carlos Sainz. Steiner added, emphasizing the ironic reversal of competitive fortunes between the Spanish motorist and his former team. This observation captures the broader narrative of Ferrari's declining competitiveness coinciding with their former motorist's success at a traditionally midfield team. The contrast validates concerns about Ferrari's strategic decision-making and competitive execution. Later in the podcast episode, Steiner expanded his criticism of Ferrari's Hamilton gamble. Carlos was doing a good job. They wouldn't have all the external interference from Lewis's performance, so the team could focus on racing, improving things instead of always trying to figure out why Lewis doesn't like the car he explained. This assessment suggests that Hamilton's adaptation challenges have created additional organizational burdens that distract from pure competitive focus. Steiner implies that maintaining science would have provided stability and continuity beneficial for team development. They had a known relationship with Carlos, he could deliver, and Lewis, obviously, I respect Lewis, but at the moment, for the upheaval he brings to the team and around the team, is it a worthwhile investment? Maybe not. Steiner continued critically. The former Haas boss's comments reflect broader industry skepticism about high-profile signings that prioritize marketing appeal over immediate competitive benefits. His perspective emphasizes operational efficiency and team harmony over star power. Steiner also addressed the financial implications of Ferrari's decision. Also, in terms of money, I'm sure the investment is much bigger with Lewis than with Carlos, he noted, highlighting the economic considerations that make the decision even more questionable. This financial analysis adds another dimension to Ferrari's strategic miscalculation. Higher investment costs combined with disappointing performance results create a negative return on investment that compounds the competitive disappointment. Despite Hamilton winning the sprint race in China, he has yet to achieve a single podium finish with Ferrari. His best result remains fourth place at the Emilia-Romagna, Austrian, and British Grand Prix, highlighting his struggle to extract maximum performance from the SF25. The absence of podium finishes represents a particularly damaging statistic for a motorist of Hamilton's caliber. His inability to reach the top three positions regularly suggests fundamental adaptation issues that extend beyond temporary adjustment periods. Hamilton's Ferrari tenure contrasts sharply with his immediate competitiveness at previous teams. His rapid success at McLaren and Mercedes created expectations for similar adaptability that have not materialized at Maranello. The seven-time world champion struggles have created additional pressure on Ferrari's technical department to develop solutions that unlock his potential. This focus may divert resources from broader competitive development that could benefit overall team performance. Ferrari's championship ambitions require both motorists to perform at championship level consistently. Hamilton's continued struggles limit their ability to maximize constructors' championship points while reducing strategic flexibility during races. The contrast between Hamilton's difficulties and Leclerc's superior adaptation to Ferrari's technical philosophy creates internal competitive imbalances. These disparities complicate strategic decision-making and resource allocation within the team. Montezemolo's criticism carries additional weight due to his successful track record managing Ferrari during their most dominant period. His experience hiring and managing championship-winning motorists provides credibility for his assessment of current decisions. Steiner's industry perspective reflects broader paddock sentiment about Ferrari's decision-making and competitive direction. His willingness to publicly criticize suggests that concerns about Ferrari's choices extend throughout the Formula One community. The timing of these criticisms coincides with Ferrari's most disappointing competitive period in recent seasons. Their inability to win races while former motorists succeed elsewhere amplifies scrutiny of management decisions. Ferrari's organizational culture traditionally emphasizes loyalty and internal unity, making public criticism from former leaders particularly significant. Montezemolo's comments suggest deeper concerns about current management direction. The financial investment in Hamilton represents opportunity costs that could have been allocated to technical development or facility improvements. Steiner's economic analysis highlights these strategic trade-offs that may limit Ferrari's competitive progress. Hamilton's legendary status creates additional media attention, and commercial opportunities for Ferrari, but these benefits must be weighed against competitive shortcomings and organizational disruption. The remaining races provide opportunities for Hamilton to validate Ferrari's investment through breakthrough performances. However, continued struggles could intensify internal and external criticism of the decision. Do you believe Ferrari made a strategic mistake by replacing Carlos Sainz with Lewis Hamilton? Or do you think the seven-time champion will eventually justify their investment with championship-level performances? Subscribe for exclusive Formula One analysis and insights into the complex decisions shaping modern motorsport.